Before you upon the altar is the 20th key of the tarot. To the uninitiated eye, it apparently represents the Last Judgment, with an angel blowing a trumpet and the dead rising from the tombs. But its meaning is far more occult and recondite than this, for it is a glyph of the powers of fire. The angel encircled by a rainbow, whence leapt coruscations of fire and crowned with the sun, represents Michael, the great archangel and ruler of solar fire. The serpents which leap in the rainbow are symbols of the fiery seraphim. The trumpet represents the influence of the spirit descending from Binah, while the banner with the cross refers to the 4 rivers of paradise and the letters of the holy name. He is also Axioros, the first of the Samothracian Kabiri, as well as Zeus and Osiris. The left-hand figure below, rising from the earth, is Samael, ruler of volcanic fire. He is also Axiokersos, the second Kabir, Pluto, and Typhon. The right-hand figure below is Anael, the ruler of astral light. She is also Axiokersa, the third Kabir, Ceres, and Persephone, Isis and Nephthys. She is therefore represented in a duplicate form and rising from the water. Around both these figures dart flashes of lightning. These 3 principal figures form the fire triangle and further represent fire operating in the other 3 elements of air, earth, and water. The central lower figure, with his back turned and his arms extended in the sign of the Theoricus, is Aral, the ruler of latent heat. He is rising from the earth as if to receive and absorb the properties of the other 3. He rises from the rock-hewn cubical tomb, which symbolizes the candidate who traverses the path of fire. The 3 lower figures represent the Hebrew letter Shin, to which fire is especially referred. The 7 Hebrew yods allude to the Sephirot operating in each of the planets, and to the Shemhem Pharesh. Place your hands upon the central altar in your temple in Malkut. What does it feel like? There you go, starting to come into view. What does it look like? And there it all is. Take a moment. Let the details fill in. On the eastern wall you see the 3 Hebrew letters on banners hanging. On the left side is the red Shin, up above the portal leading to the scene of the judgment card. In the center of the eastern wall, which is to say the wall in front of you as you stand there just to the west of your central altar, has the indigo Tav. Beneath that, the universe card. We've already traversed that one in episode 45. To the right, a crimson, which is to say reddish-purple, letter Kof, and beneath that, the scene is the moon card. Today, we will approach the Shin card, walking right up to it, and with the divine names of Hod, projecting with the sign of the Emperor toward the image of that Book T judgment card. Elohim Zabaoth. Beni Elohim. Drawing a white letter shin there in the portal. Shin. Sound of silence. And projecting through with the sign of the Enterer, stepping through the portal, turning around, and closing the door or flap behind you. Darkness, total darkness. There's nothing yet. Oh, you hit your head on something. Oh, it's a wooden... Okay, lifting up and out of this wooden tomb box thing, rising up and standing in the sign of the Theoricus. That's like you're supporting two cups of water, level with the top of your head, let's say. One over here on the left and one over here on the right. Relax your shoulders. There you go. Good. You gotta be mindful of these yoga things. You can go ahead and lower your arms, and you notice that you're wearing a black robe and red socks, a black and white nemes, and now you can see. And so you look all around, and you behold a great ocean of blue, a great sky of red with clouds, and there is a great rainbow shooting across the whole sky, and you see some kind of little critters flittering in and out of the great rainbow, and you see a very large green triangle. Oh, and your feet are starting to lift off. The more you look up, the more you aspire. Ooh, and you start to hear a golden tone kind of calling you to just lift straight upward. You just roll your eyes upward and just rise up beyond all of this stuff. You rise even past, the flittering seraphim serpents going through the rainbow. You rise through the rainbow. You feel it going through you, see it going through you. You rise up above the clouds, and you see the place where the very top of this green triangle can be found. And you find yourself face to face with a great angel standing there facing you. And as you look upon the image of this angel whose wings are like fire, whose forehead bears the symbol of the golden sun, who blows the trumpet with that beautiful sound. Upon the trumpet is a white flag, the red cross, gazing upon the countenance of this great angel who is Osiris, who is Michael, Zeus, Jupiter, whatever you call him. He is Axieros. He is solar fire, life-giving and light-producing. You open up your arms to receive the light, the solar light, the blessing from this great being. The angel bows his head. You thank him. And you look down, and you see the triangle, how it disappears into the clouds below. Down one way, you feel a certain energy, like a chaotic energy, a heavy metal kind of disharmony, many sounds at once. And then, on the other hand, you have more of a, like a classical music, Enya kind of feel. And, because of the mood you happen to be in, as well as the formula of the first entrance of the Practicus initiation, we're going to go ahead and turn to the left. Go ahead and just float on down to the apex of the triangle and then hang on to the top, and we'll reinstate gravity at this point. Ooh, you get that vertigo feeling? All right. Now just cross your arms across your chest. It's a water slide, and it's a 60-degree angle, so it's going to be fun. Just go ahead and let it happen. And as you slide down, you're sliding down past the clouds, past the rainbow. You're starting to hear the music change. Where there was that tone before, you're starting to get kind of a different sound. You can hear it, so there's no need for me to describe it. And you find yourself approaching the ground. You're surrounded by volcanoes and lightning and storm and thud. You hit the ground, and you lift yourself up. You look around, and you catch the eye of a bald man with black skin standing by a cauldron, a great cauldron of fire, reminiscent of the one outside your temple in Malkud in episode 35. You approach him, walking barefoot on the jagged volcanic rock. Ow! Ow! You approach him. He's a little scary. And you say, Hades? The man says, I am the left basal angle of the triangle of flame. I am fire, volcanic and terrestrial, flashingly flaming through the abysses of earth. Fire rending, fire penetrating, tearing asunder the curtain of matter. Fire constrained, fire tormenting, raging and whirling in lurid storm. And you think, oh, solar fire, volcanic fire, interesting. So stars and suns explode in supernovas, becoming planets, becoming magma. Somehow you feel like you can let go of anything that would melt in a river of lava. Also, you feel like the lava that can create, that is fertile ground once cooled. You thank him and you bow. And you walk on the green brick road. On either side of the green brick road is the jagged volcanic rock. You approach the ocean, and the green brick road continues. On either side is water. And sooner or later you look up and realize you're about halfway through. The apex of the triangle is high, directly above you. And you keep walking. We're going to walk all the way to the other side of the right basal angle, as it were. And you arrive. The music seems to have changed. You reach the end of the green brick path. And you are at the place where the green water slide coming down from Osiris would have come down had you come down that direction. Arising from the waters to your right, you see two beautiful women, sisters, but one is of pale complexion and one is of darker complexion. They smile to you. They speak in unison. We are the right basal angle of the triangle of flame. We are the fire astral and fluid, winding and coruscating through the firmament. We are the life of beings, the vital heat of existence. The one with the darker complexion grabs your ankle and pulls you into the water. Both of them are laughing. You realize they're mermaids. You follow them as best you can, underwater now. You realize that you have a fishtail as well. Sooner or later you realize that they are lights, and so are you, and the three of you are now pink with orange highlights. They start to change to green with yellow highlights, and you change as well. you realize this is because you are swimming with them. Suddenly you become aware of the vast ocean in all directions and all the schools of fish, i.e. lights, beings of all kinds, some swimming alone, some swimming in vast groups, some of one color in a group with different colors, some embodying all colors, some changing even as we speak. Over there's two swimming together and then they separate and one joins up with those three and the other joins up with that one over there and then swims those directions, happening everywhere, in all directions. It never ends. It goes on and on and on. You swim with them a while longer and laugh, and sooner or later it is time for your path to go a different direction from theirs. And so they take you back up to the surface where you began, the green brick road. And you walk back, halfway back toward Hades. You see that black box that you had originally come out of from your temple in Malkuth. You look up high and you remember what was way up there. You think, well, where else is there to go? And then it occurs to you. So you rise up off the ground and fly, and you fly way back to where you can look back and see the image of the judgment card. You see where you had stood previously. You would be standing there if you weren't here looking at it. It's an empty box right now. You get the idea. Over to the left you see those volcanic islands. Over to the right you see those two women coming out of the surface of the water. And high up above the clouds, above the rainbow, you see the apex of the green triangle, where the great angel or archangel stands, or floats. And now, right in the middle, you notice something you didn't see before, a little orange light in the distance. And so you fly right through the center of the green triangle, and toward that orange light. And when you arrive, you notice that it's a little tiny cloud, and on that cloud is a bright orange door, and on that orange door is a blue 8-pointed star. However you want to visualize it, that's correct. You approach the door, and somehow you know the particular knock to give. Down, you turn the handle of the door and it's locked. That's right, we have to pathwork the sun card before you can get into your temple in Hode. But you're halfway there. For now, let's turn around, fly back the other way, and notice that from this vantage point Hades is on the right and the two women are on the left. That looks funny. And we fly back through the triangle and down into the wooden box. Let's go ahead and pull the lid down on top of us. And we sort of roll back out into our temple in Malkuth. We'll work on the landing next time. We'll get the hang of it. So we're back in the temple in Malkuth.